Hello and welcome to Rifle, Shotgun, and Four-Wheel Drive. I put a new shifter in my 2008 Jeep Wrangler. I went with the Dorman. There's a part number. I didn't go to the B&H or B&M at $500, $600. This one was under $4 on sale through Amazon. You'll see videos of how to take it apart. I've already taken this out. Here's the old donut they talk about that comes with it. Here's the old shifter that came out. It's very easy to shift. You couldn't even do this with the Dorman. It was so tight. So my Jeep was popping out of first and third. Then I got tired of it bouncing out, driving me nuts. So I went ahead and went with the Dorman, and it works great. I watched other videos. What I really hate is that all the other videos show every other Jeep but a 2008, even a 2010 was different. So I'm going to take you out to the Jeep and show you what I had to do to get this in. All the other videos kind of walk you through it, which is what you really need. Just I'm going to show you a few things in the 2008. They're a little bit different. That'll help you when you do this. So hang on and let's go out to the Jeep. All right, so here we are at the 2008 Jeep. There's your shifter. There's your console. The consoles come out a little bit different on these. So I'm going to show you pulling out. The 2008 has 2 screws in the front, and it'll have 2 screws back here behind the seats. You'll have to pull the seats forward, get those 2 screws out, and then come back here and get these 2 screws out. Your front cover pops right off. It just snaps right off. Under here there's a plate. It's just clipped in. Once you pull that plate out, everything will come off. To get these handles off, which are a Royal PETA, they actually have to turn them to the left and then pull. You'll probably pull a kidney getting them off, but I used a plumbing strap wrench to get mine off. You'll pull both of these off. You'll twist it, strap wrench, and twist it and yank, and they'll pop off. It took me a little bit, but I got them both off. Same thing with the 4-wheel drive shifter. You pull that into neutral. You'll pull this one back and get those off. On mine, I had to take this lower plate below the cigarette lighter to get the console off. There's just a little plate right here. It's just plastic, pops right off. Once you pull this off, get your handles off, get your screws out, what you're going to do is you're going to come to this console, and you're basically going to pull your emergency brake up as far as you can and then lift this out at an angle. It's not easy on a 2008. I struggled with it. So what you'll do is you'll get this up as far as you can. I stuck my arm up underneath with that plate out in the front right here and just forced it out, got it up. It didn't break anything, but I got it out, was able to get everything out. Once you do that, then you're going to go under the Jeep. You're going to have basically a skid plate that'll come off, a cross member with 4 bolts. And then what I did was I dropped the basic gas tank. I just did the first maybe 4 or 5 bolts around the front, let the tank sag down, put a jack underneath it, because you're going to want to get 2 inches, and other people will tell you, under this to get the shifter out, because you're going to put that donut I showed you earlier in there. So other videos show you that part. I just wanted to show you guys this part. And let's go back in and I'll show you about the donut. All right, so here's the original donut that came out. It's pretty squishy, pretty soft. The one you get with this Dorman kit here is going to be white, and it's as hard as a 2-week-old bagel. So what I did was I got a pot with some boiling water, and I basically steamed the new donut. I basically steamed it to kind of soften it up. You got to be close when you do this because it'll harden pretty quick when you go to shove this in there. You do have a breather on here, which is the same as you do the Dorman. On the Dorman, you're going to have to, where this bolt is, see it has a little recess, and the bolt's got like a little washer on it that'll fit right here. On the Dorman, this comes out farther, so what happens is your bolt will go in sideways. You need to grind that back with the Dremel tool a little bit to get that bolt to go in straight. And it took me a few minutes with the Dremel tool, drilled that out on the side, just on the side piece where it comes over, and it fit right in. Don't fight it. Do it right the first time. Otherwise, if that bolt goes in cockeyed and you strip something out, you're going to be hating life and dropping the transmission. So steam your new donut over a pot. I have an old pot I bought at a garage sale. I bring it outside, I put it on a stove. With a pair of pliers, just hold it over the steam and get it nice and warm, nice and soft, and you can feel it as you go. The whole thing won't get soft, but enough of it will get soft to where you can shove it in that hole. Once you get your shifter in and bolted down, then that goes in. That's why you need the 2 inches. You need to get this silly thing back in, and you don't want to rip it and tear it. This one came out like this. It's torn a little bit. I almost used this, but I figured they got me a new one. I might as well go with that. And it goes in pretty easy. All the other videos show you pretty much everything else except how that console comes out, and steaming this donut that I have here, because it'll make your life a whole lot easier. It took me about an hour and a half to do everything, where other people it takes them 2 and 3 hours. There's a lot of up and back, going inside, getting everything out first, and then going underneath and unbolting everything. But I left the last 2 bolts on the gas tank so that everything kind of dropped forward enough for me to get this donut in. And if you steam the other one, the new one, you'll be able to get it in, fit it in. There's a metal plate that goes on top of that. Once you get that in, and then jack everything up and bolt it up. There's plenty of videos on that. I didn't need to show you guys that. I just wanted to show you guys some tricks and how it works, and actually how it shifts. It shifts great. Let's go back out there and take a look. All right, so now we're in first gear. I don't have to hold this thing like I used to. Basically, you put it in first. I actually put grease on my detents that are inside that shifter, and now we can just let off the clutch and off she goes. If you notice, it's not wobbling like your old one did. Nice solid shifts, more like a truck, which I like, which makes it really nice as far as shifting. Doesn't jump out of gear, doesn't jump out of third, stays in gear. I don't have to hold it anymore, which I love, because as you guys know, when that thing pops out of gear, it just scares the living bejesus out of you. So let me turn around here and put it back in first, and I'll show you. Yeah, I've driven it like that for years, and when I bought it, it did that, which really was kind of upsetting. First gear, let her out, off she goes. Second, nice and positive. Third, nice and solid. People complained it had a hard time going into reverse or 6th gear, and I haven't had that issue. I've been driving sticks for 40 years. You just got to learn to find the gears where they're at. They're, like they said, they're a little stiffer, but yeah, no problem at all going into gear. Here's reverse, over and down, backs up just fine, don't have to hold on to it. 6 is not quite over, it's way over there. I won't even go into 6, but you got to be careful not to shove it in. But again, first gear, no popping in third. Let it out. I like how it doesn't shake as much, and things. So this is the Dorman. It's a heck of a lot of savings instead of getting the B&M, which is a little harder, but it doesn't shake as much as it did. It stays in gear. It's solid. Like I said, I greased mine, put a little grease on it, on the little ball detents, to kind of just make it a little bit easier. But you can hear it. It's got a good, nice, solid shift, and it doesn't bounce out. And now I don't have to hold my hand on the thing all the time, in fear of it popping out. So 2008 Jeep Wrangler, 3.8 liter, manual 6-speed. Like I said, with the screws in it, it's a little bit different than all the other Jeeps that I've looked at. And that's one thing I hate, is that I always, when I go to look for something, it's never on the thing I need. I don't know why there's not a lot of stuff on 2008s. There's years above, years below, but not 8, 9, 10. 10, like I said, 10 was different. I watched the guy do it on a 10 and it did not look the same. So, because when I dived into it, it was not even close to what I ran into. So, hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps you guys. On an 08, if you're tearing into this thing, like I said, if you guys have any questions or you want me to show something else, I'm one of those that I always do something and then afterwards go, oh shoot, I should have recorded that, because I can't find what I'm looking for. I can find kind of what I'm looking for, and then I get the information and move forward. But this way, it's easier to do that. So nice and strong shifts. Over reverse is easy. Goes back in. There's reverse. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then reverses over and down. And you just gotta horse it. It's like a truck now. So there you go. 2008 Jeep Wrangler, Dorman shifter install. I would recommend it. I would do it again. It took half the time I thought it would, and I think you guys will like it. If your Jeep's popping out of first or third or second or whatever, just go with the Dorman. It works fine. I've had this in for a few months and I have had no issues yet. Had it off road, no problems. So you can buy the B&M if you want. A little bit more money. Some guys will buy shifters. They'll buy a whole new shifter, bring that up out of your way. You do what you want. I didn't need all the bells and whistles. I just wanted something that's practical, that works, that does the job with the least amount of cost involved. So there you go. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.